Hello students, today our topic is SQL functions and in this lecture we are going to discuss some SQL functions. So let's start. SQL Line Function. First function is SQL Line Functions. First of all, let us cover the functions related to string. So first is SQL Line Function. As you know that the len function basically calculate the length of a particular string. So the use is very simple. You just write length and within a parenthesis just write the name of the string for which we have to find out the length, and in simple way we can easily calculate the length of a particular string. But if you want to execute this command directly, we are not able to get the output because we always use functions with select statement. So first of all just write select, after that name of the function, and you are able to find out the uh, answer related to that function. So you can easily see that uh, suppose there is a string name as SQL tutorial and we have to find out the length of that string. So we just write select and then length and pass the value SQL tutorial as a parameter value. Then if we want to find out if we want to give it as a alternative name of the column, then just write as and then whatever you just give the name, that is the name of that column. In this case name of the column is length of string. So this is the way to find out the length of a particular string. You can find out the length of a particular string as well as you are able to find out the length of different string related to particular column if there is a table. So suppose there is a table student and we have to find out the address of we have to find out the length of address of each student. Then we just write select length and then name of the column. In this case name of the column is address from student underscore info, if the name of the table is student underscore info. So in this way we are able to find out the length of the string. So syntax is very simple. Only one parameter is there which is required and essential. So the string is count the length for which is the parameter string. In this case you can easily see here. So syntax is very simple, just type le and gth and then pass the string as a parameter value. There is another example you can easily see here. Suppose if we want to find out the length of the customer's name, here customer name is the column name of table customers. So we have to find out the length of each customer's name in table customer. Then we just write select length customer name as length name and from customer as length name basically is the name of the column. So name of the column. Okay, just let us execute this command first. This is MySQL. First of all you should enter the password to get in. Now after that use the database, particular database. Here my database prev, so I create my all tables in the database prev here. So I'll just use prev, and then if you want to use any functions related to SQL, so write command here. You can write command here, we'll get the answer. So I just write select and then length length and then just simply pass string here SQL is okay, SQL tutorial. Always remember one thing, that space is also considered as a string. So I take just a small string here which give you a clear idea. So I take my name here, Praveen, and you can easily see that. Okay, there is an error. Why there is an error? Because see the syntax. Syntax is very simple. Just length, select length, and I just give a name here, LENGTH. Spelling should be correct, otherwise error will be there. Now you can see the length of the string is 7. But always remember that characters is also considered as a is part of space is also considered as a character of a string. So if I just give the name Praveen space Kumar, so space will also be included as the length of the string. Now you can easily see that I just give the space and now the length of the string is 8. Okay, now if I just give the Praveen space Singh, then Singh contain 5 characters, so 8 plus 5 13 will be the answer. Now you can easily see that 13 is the answer. And you can also write from dual. Dual is a basically default table here. So we know that in select statement we should always use a table, and dual is default table. If you don't mention, then it is considered automatically by SQL. So if you just want to mention the table name, then give a default table name from dual. And if you want to give the column, if you want to give a name of the column, then give it just after as keyword. So I just give a name here, length of name. Okay, and you can easily see that now the column name is length of name. Let us take another example, and if I just select star from employee, there is a table employee. So first of all, let us see the data. Okay, there is a table name employee, contain ID, name, and salary. And if I want to find out the length of name of each employee, then you have to write select length name from employees. And if you want to get the name of the column, then you can also give it, as in this case name of the column is length of name. And table name is employee here, so table name should be changed. Table name is employees. Okay, now that is answer. Name of the each, length of the each name is there, and length of the ID is also okay. ID, you print ID also here, so that name as length. Let us take another example. You can easily see here. We also print ID, so that's why 2 columns are there: name, length of the name, and ID. Now I think length function is clear to all of you. So let us take another example. MySQL instr function in string function. So this function basically returns the position of the first occurrence of the string in another string, and these functions perform a case sensitive search. That is very important. So if you find out the occurrence of a string in another string, you can use instr function in string function. Basically the motive is to find out that particular string is a part of another string or not, and it is a case sensitive search. So the syntax is very simple. Just write instr, and there are two parameters in it, string1 and string2. Basically both are required. First one is string1, which is the string that will be searched, and the string2, the string to search for in string1. And if string2 is not found, the string returns 0. That is a very important point. If string is not found, then functions return 0. So three important points are here. First of all, if you want to find out occurrence of a string in another string, and for that purpose instr is there. Second, it is a case sensitive search, and if string is not found, then it will return as 0. Then example is here. Let us take an example, proper example here. I think the concept is clear to all of you. So let us take an examples. Example number 1. You can see here the syntax instr string1 and comma string2, and the example is very simple. Praveen is a string, and n is another string, and we have to find out the occurrence of the n in the string. Then let us see what happens after the execution of this statement. Praveen n, obviously n is a part of the string Praveen, and we just write select instr, and two parameter values are there, Praveen comma n, both are in double quotes because both are a string, and give a alternate name also, and so we give a column alternate name as match position. Okay, now second example, we search Veen instead of n here, so almost same thing is there, but only now we have find out not only a single character, but there is a string. So let's see what is I think all of you are aware that what is going on here and what is the answer for that. So count the number of position and see that what will be the answer. So this is our software MySQL. So here I just give the command and see what happens. Select, and then instr, name of the string is Praveen here. Okay, give the name of the string, that is and always write the name of the string in double quotation mark. So name of the string is Praveen here. Okay, and then after that put comma sign because two parameter values are there, and just write n, and if you want to give a column name also, then after as keyword you can write the column name, and we write here the column name substring. No need to write default table name. Okay, so So because default table name is dual here. All strings should be masked within a double quotation mark. Otherwise, error will be there. Now the answer is 7 because n position of the n is at the 7th place. So this is the answer 7. Now I just give another string which we want to search here, and that is Veen here, VEEN, and the answer is 4 because we start from 4 positions: P at 1, R at 2, A at 3, and V at 4. So after that there is a string, so location of that string is 4. Now you can also see the column name here. There is a table employees. You can easily see the data here, and I just give a command for that table. The command is select instr Praveen at string. Okay, that is a previous command here. So we have to make some changes here. First of all, instead of writing a column, instead of writing a string, we just write a column name here, and that column name is name in table employee. Table name of employees. So two values, parameter value should be there, only one, so error will be there. Now just pass the, if we just pass the name and A, then in each string belongs to the column name A, column name must give you the position of A in each string. So in Praveen, position of A is 3, in Aman position is 1, in Aman again position is 1, so answer is 1 again. In Ravi position is 2, so 2 is the answer, and in Gaurav again position of A is at the second position, A is at the second position, so answer is 2 here. So you can apply this concept or function to whole table, and when you just give the column name, alternative column name, then for that purpose you should write as a keyword, as after that new column name. So let us take some another thing. Now I just write h here. So some string doesn't have h as a character, so for this, when we just execute this, then 0 will be the answer. If a string is not found, then answer will be 0. So you can find out any character within a string. If that character or a string is a part of that string, then the position will be returned, otherwise 0 is the answer. You can easily see that. Now if you want to find out the n, and always remember that it is case sensitive, so use small or capital letters according to your search. The answer will be there. If that character is found or that character string is a part of that string, your answer will be there, otherwise 0 is the answer if no character or string is found out. Next function is MySQL write function. So the write function extract a number of characters from a string starting from the right. Okay, and Syntax is very simple. Write as a keyword, RIGST, write as a function name, then string, and then number of characters. So two parameter values are there, string and number of characters. So string is a required field, and the string to extract from, so that this is a string to extract from, and second is number of characters, which is also required. It is not an optional parameter, required. So both of them are of required parameter value, and it is number of character to extract. If this is the parameter is larger than the number of character is string, this function will return string. Okay, I think the concept is clear to all of you. So write is a function and two parameter values are there, string and the number of characters. And this write function extract a number of characters from a string and starting from write. So that's why the name of the function is write. So let us take an example to understand the concept of the write function. I think very easy to implement. Second, the left function is just opposite to that. We will discuss it later on. So first of all, let us take a quick idea of write function used in MySQL. This is the example. If you want to extract 4 characters from a string, then example is look like this: select, write, and name of the string is suppose SQL tutorial is school, SQL tutorial is school, and comma 4 is the value as extract string. Extract string is the name of the column. So it extract 4 characters from a string, and the string is SQL tutorial is school from right hand side. And if you want to extract 5 characters from the text in the customer name is the name of the column of a table customers, then for this purpose you should write a command like that: select, write, customers name, comma 5. These are the two parameters values of a function write from customers. And left is just opposite to that, rest all things are same. So it extracts the character from left hand side. And it also take two parameters values, same as in case of the right, and these are string and number of characters. So let us execute this program first of all. Select, first of all let us execute the command related to write. So select write, and the name of the string is Praveen, and number of characters, let us take 3. And then if you want to give a column name also, then just write as, and after that put a column name here. Whatever you just write here is the column name for your answer. Now look at the answer. So EEN is the answer. 3 characters are there from right hand side in string Praveen. Okay, and if I just give left here instead of right, and let us see what the answer is. Answer should be PRA. Okay, that is the answer. So that is the basic difference between right and left functions. You can also apply this concept for a whole table. So let us take a table. I think employees a table. So first of all, you see the data. This is the data regarding to a table employees. In these three columns are there: ID, name, and salary. So if I want to find out the so column name, we give a column name as a parameter values. Now let us see what is the answer. Okay, unknown column name is in the field. From table name should be there. Table name is not given here. Implies the table name. Now that is the answer. So that is the answer. So that function works on every value regarding to column related to column name. And if you just use right in place of left, so it extracts basically string from right inside. Oh, this is our answer. Next function is MySQL ltrim function. Means left trim. So the ltrim function removes the leading space from a string, and it has only one parameter, that is a string, which is required, and the string is remove leading spaces from. So it remove leading space. Second is rtrim. It is just opposite to that of the ltrim. So the rtrim functions removes trailing space from a string. You can easily see that in right hand side there is a space. A string is SQL tutorial. After that we give intentionally some space because we just want to use rtrim function. So select first of all, let us try to execute ltrim command here. So ltrim, we give a string here as a parameter value. So we intentionally give it some space, and the name of the string is Praveen. Space Praveen is there, and more than one space is there. So space Praveen. After that, okay, as is the keyword, and left trim. Left trim is the name of the column. Now you can see the answer. We get a string without space when we use ltrim function. So leading space, no leading space will be there. And now I just remove leading space and give a space just after that the string Praveen, and try to apply rtrim function. Let us see what happens. I think all of you are aware what is going on here. So now rtrim. After that, no right space will be there. So we also change the column name, and no need to write a table name. You can see that now no space is there just after the string Praveen. And you can apply this concept to the full table for a particular column. If for example, if there is a leading or trailing space in a column address, then if you want to remove this leading and trailing space, then you can use so thanks for watching this video.